When and where did professional wrestling first begin? Imagine a time long before the flashy arenas and scripted storylines we see today. The origins of professional wrestling stretch back over 150 years, rooted in Europe. In the early 1800s, particularly in France, wrestling started as a form of entertainment that mixed athletic skill with showmanship. Wrestlers formed traveling groups that performed for audiences in towns and cities, often creating colorful personas and challenging spectators to matches. This made wrestling more than just a sport. It became a spectacle that drew crowds eager for entertainment. These early performances drew from traditional folk wrestling styles like catch wrestling from Lancashire in England and Greco-Roman wrestling, which was popular across Europe. In 1840, a French showman named Jean Exproyed introduced a style called flat hand wrestling. This style band holds below the waist and helped popularize what would become known as Greco-Roman wrestling. It was a move toward more theatrical and organized performances that combined athleticism with entertainment. By the late 1800s and early 1900s, professional wrestling started gaining popularity outside Europe, especially in the United Kingdom and the United States. Wrestlers like Georg Hackenschmidt, a dominant Greco-Roman wrestler from Europe, became famous for their matches. Hackenschmidt's victory over American champion Tom Jenkins in the early 1900s helped turn wrestling into both a sport and a form of entertainment. Promoters began encouraging wrestlers to add showmanship, creating characters and storylines that kept audiences engaged. In the United States, wrestling shifted from a purely competitive sport to a form of sports entertainment during the 1920s. Promoters started scripting matches to make them more dramatic and appealing. This change laid the groundwork for organizations like the National Wrestling Alliance, formed in 1948, and later the World Wrestling Entertainment, which became the biggest name in wrestling worldwide. Today, the roots of professional wrestling can be traced back to those early European traveling shows and the theatrical performances that evolved into the modern spectacle we enjoy now.